comprising of students of standard 9, 10 and their parents. Welcome to all of you here at Ahmedabad Management Association and the program on choosing the right stream after standard. More importantly, when we do it scientifically, it enables us to ensure that we choose the right path to our careers and our aspiring goals, which will help lead us to success. And who other than Mr. Mohit Mangal to take you through, help you, guide you, counsel you in making that right choice. Let me introduce you to Mr. Mohit Mangal. A renowned author, a career counselor, and a consultant to the Ministry of Education, Government of India. With over 22 years of experience in guiding and mentoring students, he has positively impacted more than 7 lakh students. He has connects with more than 700 schools and organizations, making him a leading figure in career counseling. Central to Mr. Mangal's approach are 3 key pillars: encouraging self-discovery, fostering holistic education, and promoting career, and that too in India. Mr. Mangal's influence extends beyond counseling sessions. He has delivered over 1,750 inspiring talks and given guest lectures at esteemed institutions like IIM Ahmedabad, IIT Mumbai, NID, and NIFT, among many others. His initiative, the IQ Foundation, further underscores the vision of promoting career opportunities in India. He has been the one who has been pushing and ensuring that people in this world where the streams, the education is changing so very fast, guiding the people at this young age, he knows and ensures will help each one of the students to make the right choice. I request you all to welcome the guests at the round of applause. Over to you, sir.
Francis, sir.
On behalf of Ahmedabad Management Association. Thank you. And over to you, sir. I will also take my seat in the audience.
Am I audible?
Yes, yes, yes.
Before I kick off my talk, one quick check with the audience. Are you all comfortable with English as a language of communication?
Yes.
Or you want me to take this session in Hindi? English is fine with all the audience? Great, brilliant. Because I don't know Gujarati. I'm bad at it. So I came to Gujarat in year 2001 and I was invited by one of these institutions to deliver a talk. So I went there, started my PPT, non-stop spoke for 30 minutes in English. And that time, now at least I can understand Gujarati. That time I could not even understand Gujarati. Talking even still I don't know. But I did not know anything of Gujarati at that time. So when I kicked off, 30 minutes I spoke. Then I asked a question to a gentleman sitting in the middle. I said, yes, my dear friend, tell me. मैंने जितने कॉन्फिडेंस से उसको क्वेश्चन पूछा उतने कॉन्फिडेंस से वो खड़ा हुआ एंड डोंट फॉरगेट उस टाइम मुझे गुजराती का ग भी नहीं आता सो दिस किड kicked off and said, साहिब અંગ્રેજી આપણને આવડતું નથી અને હિન્દી હમણાં ગમતું નથી, ગુજરાતી આવડે ચાલશે? Believe me, I could not understand a penny of what he said. Everything went bonkers above the head. लेकिन दुख इस चीज का ज्यादा नहीं था कि उसने जो कहा वो मुझे समझ नहीं आया. दुख इस चीज का ज्यादा था कि मेरा टॉर्चर पिछले 30 मिनट से वो कैसे संभाल रहा हो. सो इसलिए अब मैं जब भी किसी ऑडियंस से मिलता हूं तो मैं पहले पूछ लेता हूं कौन सा लैंग्वेज सबके लिए कन्वीनियंट है. सो आई विल क्विकली चेक वंस अगेन. इंग्लिश इज फाइन विद ऑल ऑफ यू और हिंदी इज बेटर? Great. So we will talk or deliver today's session in English as a language. Intermittently, if any parent does not understand or wishes to clarify something in Hindi, I'll be very happy to translate and communicate back with you. So the flow of the session is going to be, I will give my nonsense ideas to you for first 40 minutes. Then I will open the house for questions. In case you have any queries, questions related to career, futuristic areas, and whatever I'm going to talk in the presentation, keep your questions ready. Post the session, please come across with your questions. I'll be very happy to answer your queries. This session is suitable for a student or a parent of one who is studying in grade 9 or 10. So how many of you are from grade 9? God bless you. 9 is over. You have come into 10th. Yes, no? I understand that. How many of you passed? No, appeared 10th. How many of you are from 10th? You've already gone through the torture. Yeah? Yes? So you're through with it? Good. 10th is a very tricky stage, you know. So I always tell children when 10th comes in life, it brings with itself a lot of panauti. Panauti, you understand? Penury. And how it reflects. Few things which start happening with you is, first thing is, for anything and everything, you start hearing no. So you go to your parents and say, it's a holiday season, can I go to my mama's place? Beta, no, 10th. You tell your dad, can I go out to play football? Beta, no, 10th. One day your daughter comes to you and say, can you feed me with pizza? It's been long. Beta, no, 10th. So no becomes the standard response. Second thing is, people stop calling you home. Parents also don't take you anywhere. Relatives also don't invite you. Unfortunately, if someday somebody invites you and you go to their house, they will ask you, beta, kya loge? So they don't mean to ask you, ki beta, chai loge, ke coffee loge, ke juice loge. They wish to ask you, beta, science loge, ke commerce loge, ke arts loge, ke shadi kar loge. So it's a very tricky stage. So 9th children who are feeling very happy, don't worry. Very shortly it is going to come down. You will start feeling sad because 10th. But nevertheless, we have created that kind of environment around 10th. One very simple logic which I give children is, till 10th, you have appeared for approximately 240 different exams and you have cleared all of them. Why worry? This too will get away. Don't worry. Right? My agenda of the day today is threefold. First, I will give you a self-assessment tool to assess how to choose the right stream after 10th. Because that is the central idea for which we are here. Yes, no? Because you go to ChatGPT, you go to Google, you go to OpenAI, you punch in what are the options after 10th, it will give you a list of options. But if you will ask OpenAI, which is the best option for me, giving your name, it will pop up and say, I do not have information of every person on the face of this earth. So I'm sorry, I cannot help you with this. Information is free. That is why it is available online. Interaction is paid. That is why AMA asked you to register and then come. Are you getting what I'm saying?
Yes.
So today in this, I will give you a self-assessment tool with which you will, as a parent or as a child, be able to understand about yourself better, what kind of a person you are. And then based on that, you will be able to take an informed decision, right? Second, I shall talk to you about how the new education policy, because sitting at the ministry, giving a lot of analysis, guidance, data crunching reports, how NEP is framing the new forthcoming pattern of streams or subjects post 10th is what I am going to talk to you in detail. That is the subject combinations which are available after 10th. And lastly, I will give you a snapshot of 22 higher education verticals which are available after 12th across the world. So UGC, which is the controlling body of higher education in India, has divided higher education in 16 broad verticals. For the convenience of parents and children, I have further broken it down into 26 verticals, out of which 4 verticals are very niche verticals which are connected with certain regional language. So we boiled down to 22 higher education verticals, and that is what I am going to give you a snapshot of. Post that, I will ask if you want me to get deeper into each individual 22 verticals. I can quickly take 10-12 minutes to run you through that. Otherwise, we will close the session there and I'll put you across to the question answer round. Straight away, jumping onto understanding yourself. That is self-assessment. When you talk about a career building, just like any other building, including the one in which you are sitting, it rests on 4 pillars. Same way, career building rests on these 4 pillars. Each one of you needs to understand your own 4 pillars. That is your orientation, aptitude, personality, and interest. If all the 4 pillars of career building are equally strong, your career building is supposed to be most stable. If one is weak, stability reduces. 2 are weak, stability further reduces. 3 pillars are weak, means you are absolutely getting into a wrong career trajectory. That is what you will be able to understand about yourself. Diving deep into this is known as 4-quarter square. This is a proprietary method which I have been practicing for last 22 years, under which I have counseled more than 27,000 students one-on-one. 4-quarter square, the first quarter is the orientation of the child. Just taking 30 seconds so that people are able to settle down. देव्या, एक set of chairs आगे भी दे दो, because since parents are coming. India is an amazing place, you know. 10 means 10, 15. So, sir asked me, Mohit sir, when do we start? I said nothing late. Because I tend to be very conscious about starting the session. Okay. So we will kick off. So in rounds, we will take some breaks so that more people can settle down. Getting on to understanding orientation. To understand orientation, we divide children in 3 broad categories. The first category of children are children whom we call are academic oriented. ये वो बच्चे हैं जिनको पढ़ने लिखने में, नॉलेज गेन करने में, एजुकेशनल वीडियोस देखने में, रिसर्च करने में, ढेर सारा टाइम किताबों के साथ स्पेंड करने में बहुत मजा आता है. They love spending time with academia. Although this breed is rare, but it still exists. These children are what we call as academic oriented children. They are studious, interested in books and or computers, spend long time in study. Second category of children are children whom we call are people oriented. ये वो बच्चे हैं जिनको पढ़ने लिखने में इतना मजा नहीं आता है जितना लोगों को मिलने जुलने में, बातचीत करने में, डिस्कशन डिबेट करने में, आर्ग्यूमेंट करने में, इंटरेक्शन करने में बहुत मजा आता है. Children of such parents, when go to the school in the parent teacher meeting, they tend to hear only one complaint. पूरी क्लास को डिस्टर्ब करके रखता है या रखती है. Yes, no? Many parents must be sufferers of this comment. Many children will be feeling exciting because they are not interested in what this early morning Taklu is talking on the stage. They are more interested in commenting to the बाजू वाला, देख कोट पहन के आया इतनी गर्मी में, देख कैसी शक्ल है, चश्मा भी ढंग का नहीं है. Because they tend to absorb knowledge not from words but from appearance. They are more people oriented children. They are social creatures. They can easily relate to people and they find it easy to interact and communicate with even strangers. They are people oriented children. And third category of children are children who are practical oriented. ये वो बच्चे हैं जिनको ना तो पढ़ने लिखने में मजा आता है, ना लोगों को मिलने जुलने में मजा आता है, बस मैं और मेरी तन्हाई अक्सर ये बातें करते हैं. They are more comfortable in doing practical hands-on things like drawing, dance, art, craft, music, sports, acting, mimicry, cookery, photography, filmmaking, digital marketing, and so on. They are children who are good at practical things. They are always interested in doing something new and innovative. They are practical oriented children. And now, the best part is, every child has all three orientations. First thing which you have to figure out about yourself is, which is your highest orientation, which is your second level of orientation, which is your third level of orientation. And to understand this, you do a very simple exercise. If I give you 3 standalone tasks to perform, 1, I ask you to do an academic work. Second, I ask you to do a practical work. And third, I ask you to sit and gapayophai with someone, which is interaction work. Whatever you are going to pick up as your first priority is your highest orientation. Whatever you are going to pick up as your next level of priority is your second level of orientation, and something which is your least priority is your third level of orientation. If you have listened to me carefully in last 1.5 minutes, I'm sure majority of you would be able to figure out what is your child's orientation graph. How many of the parents are there with me? Oh wow, so almost 65%. Remaining, let me answer. There is a possibility that a child is comfortable with 2 orientations at the same level. The third is higher or lower than that. And also, there are cases where the child is a beautiful mixture of all 3 orientations. I believe now you majority will be in a position to understand what is your orientation graph. How many of you are with me? Okay. So 5% increase, 10% increase, fine, great. If orientation graph is clear, we move to the second step. That is understanding aptitude. You heard this word, aptitude? A lot of parents come and say, मुझे aptitude test कराना है. Yes, no? We heard this word. How many of you heard this word? Oh, quite a lot. Can you tell me what do you mean by the word aptitude? I told you 4 things. Orientation, aptitude, personality, interest. Interest is different. Natural ability. I want more raw answer, which a common man can understand. Very broad. What thought process? Inclination, skill. Logical is one kind of aptitude. My question is, what is aptitude as a whole? Potential. Passion is interest. One kind of aptitude. Very generic word, capacity. Capacity of drinking water is not aptitude. Capacity of eating momos is not aptitude.
What one likes.
Likes is interest. Behavior is personality, emotional quotient. So if you carefully relate, I'm happy, when obviously, as teachers, we love the place where interaction is there, right? So no teacher wants to address a dumb class, to be very honest. So I'm very happy when this interaction comes. This opens up a lot of, views and visions. So carefully understanding the 4 parameters which I've told you, orientation, aptitude, personality, interest, they are parallelly collaborating with what? Orientation is your learning orientation, or your learning aptitude. Sorry, your learning quotient. Aptitude is your intelligence quotient, IQ. Personality is your emotional quotient. And interest is your passion quotient. Let me take 30 seconds to explain it. All the children who are sitting here, आप में से कितने लोग बचपन में छोटे थे? No, I want to check. This boy was not small. Like this boy, he was. You were not born. You were grown. छोटे नहीं थे बचपन में. You understand Hindi? छोटे थे तो हाथ खड़ा करो ना. हाथ क्यों नहीं खड़ा कर रहे हो? डर क्यों रहे हो? कितने बच्चे छोटे थे बचपन में? सभी छोटे थे ना. मतलब अभी भी ये इसको कंफ्यूजन है. छोटे थे ना. मतलब कोई कंफ्यूजन तो नहीं है कि एक दिन मम्मी ने देखा पेड़ पे लटका हुआ कितना सुंदर लग रहा है, चलो इसको उठा के घर ले चलते हैं, तो मम्मी ने वहां से प्लग किया, तेरे को घर ले आया. ऐसा हुआ तेरे साथ? नहीं, सब लोग बचपन में छोटे थे ना. कोई कंफ्यूजन किसी के साथ नहीं. अपना चाइल्डहुड याद करो. When you are small, you tend to see very differential category of children. एक कैटेगरी का बच्चा है जिसको पापा मार्केट से वो छुक छुक ट्रेन लाके देते हैं. तो बच्चा ट्रेन का बॉक्स खोलता है, ट्रैक सेट करता है, इंजन के अंदर बैटरी डालता है, इंजन को ट्रैक के ऊपर रखता है, बटन चालू करता है, इंजन चुक 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 घूम रहा है. ही इज सिटिंग एंड एंजॉयिंग, बट नॉट फॉर वेरी लॉन्ग. उसको ट्रेन चलाने में उतना इंटरेस्ट नहीं है जितना उसको इस चीज में इंटरेस्ट है कि पापा कमरे से बाहर कब जाएंगे. कैन यू टेल मी व्हाई? So that he or she can break open and see how does it work. And after a while, Papa comes back and he has a stupid motor hanging on a battery telling Papa train ऐसे चलती थी. ट्रेन का हैप्पी बर्थडे हो गया. You seen such kids? और एक दूसरा बच्चा है जिसको ट्रेन, प्लेन, कार, हेलीकॉप्टर, मोटरसाइकिल, स्कूटर में कोई इंटरेस्ट नहीं है. बस मैं और मेरा मिक्की माउस. He or she will sit in a corner, draw a stupid cartoon, paint it, sketch it. In the evening, Papa comes back from office, tells him, "See, this is you." ऐसे बच्चे भी देखे. और एक तीसरा बच्चा है जिसको पेंटिंग, स्केचिंग में भी इंटरेस्ट नहीं है. वो पूरा दिन मम्मी की पूंछ के पीछे घूमता है. Mama tells him, "This is a chair." बोले क्यों? बोले this is a fan. बोले क्यों? One day, Papa comes from office, tells him, "I'm your dad." बोले क्यों? You seen such kids? They're always anxious, questioning. What is the difference between these 3 kids? Nobody tells the first child to go and break open his or her favorite toy. Nobody tells the second one to make cartoons. Nobody tells the third one to be Paresh Rawal of 21st century. What is the difference? Difference is natural bent of mind, nature, who has made all of us, throws different kind of curiosity in each child's mind. So first child, which I gave example of, is more mechanical oriented. The second child is more creative, artistic. The third child is more linguistic, subjective. And as you grow, this natural bent of mind gets converted in subject areas. Remember your 10th now. 10th कितनों ने पास कर लिया? I am happy, confident, without result. Wow, but I am confident. I am very happy. No, you should have that confidence. Lot of I was never a A grade student, but always my batchmates used to ask me to pass कैसे हो जाता. So I used to tell them कि I walk into the examination hall with the mindset that I will conquer this world. And that gives itself a lot of positive vibe to you. Remember your 10th. There was one child in your class or even if you're studying in 9th, who always got highest marks in maths, 100 or 100. And I struggle so much, still I don't get marks. And there's another girl in the class who always scored highest in history. And I don't understand why do they bloody teach history? Yes, no, happens. A lot of kids, I want to have their expressions. Yes. What is the difference? Does that make you feel that you're dumb? Answer is no. The difference is a child who is able to gain knowledge in mathematics naturally, comfortably, easily, is a child who has high aptitude in mathematics. And the subject which you're not comfortable studying, you have to put in extra energy to, absorb subject knowledge. The teacher of that subject's face you don't like, you wish to throw the teacher out of the school. That means that particular subject falls in your low aptitude zone domain. Second exercise. Whatever subjects you studied till grade 10, list all those subjects. Figure out which subjects you are able to comfortably absorb knowledge in are your high aptitude subject zone area. And the subjects which you are not very comfortable with fall into your low aptitude subject zone area. We can all do that. Or all the kids who are studying there, heart of heart to apne ko pata hai kaun sa subject acha lagta hai, kaun sa acha nahi lagta hai. But this acha lagna at your age is connected with aptitude. Yes, no? Are we together? Okay. Third parameter, which I talked about, which is personality, I am not discussing in detail. Reason is, at this tender age, in grade 9, 10, their personality is still in the developmental stage. So personality cannot be taken as a single point agenda to choose the subject stream in grade 11. So personality at this stage, although when you do a holistic analysis, then it does play a role, but otherwise as a self-assessment does not play much role. And fourth area is interest. Interest, these kids change their interest every 3 months. So one day they have a soft touch landing, they want to become a pilot. Second day they taste a good food, they want to become a chef. Third day they get a designer bag gift, they want to become a designer, and so on. So their interest keeps fluctuating. Parents, yes, every 3 months, 6 months, they come with some new idea. And then you feel paranoid. What is this? So interest also at this age cannot be treated as the sole base to go ahead with the right subject selection. To connect aptitude further with subject, irrespective of the fact which country of the world you study in, which board you study in. Because how many of you are connected with me on social media? Few of you. There are a lot of people keep pushing that I am only talking about CBSE. Answer is not. CBSE caters to, if I look at the larger picture, CBSE caters to approximately 98% of the holistic number of students. All other boards are mere 2%. That is the reason mostly things which are there somewhere reference of CBSE comes in. Understand, irrespective of the board, irrespective of the country where you study in, every child till grade 10 is exposed to 5 categories of subjects. And those 5 categories are mathematics, sciences, which is physics, chemistry, and biology, social sciences, that is history, civics, geography, and economics, languages, which could be Hindi, English, Sanskrit, or any other regional language. For us in Gujarat, could be Gujarati. And category 5 are practical skill-based subjects that could be art, craft, music, sports, acting, mimicry, dancing, and so on. This is an old education framework, what I have written here. Why I have written here? Old education framework is Because now I am introducing to you the new education policy 2020. The new education policy 2020 says, or what they are offering, I have further divided this aptitudinal bent into 8 categories. Those 8 categories, if you remember 20 years back, when all the parents sitting here, we were studying, there was nothing like computing. Now computing is becoming integral to every kind of academia. So maths and computing has come into one category. Sciences remain as it is. Social sciences remain as it is. Humanities or languages remain as it is. Practical skill-based subjects have further been divided into 3 categories. The first category is what we call as arts. That is application arts. That could be culinary art, digital art, design art, fine art, and so on. Category 6 is sports, which has now been separated. So whether you talk about gymming, yoga, outdoor sport, indoor sport. Category 7 is vocational education, which somewhere got lost. When we parents were studying, we did vocational education, but intermittently it got lost. Now it is again coming back. So you're talking about gardening, farming, carpentry, electronics, electrical, plumbing, these kind of things are part of vocational education. And then there is category 8, which is interdisciplinary. Why is interdisciplinary being introduced? A lot of children, when they come for counseling in grade 11, and after doing their brain map, I would ask them, why did you not take commerce? And children would come up and say, मुझे कॉमर्स में इंटरेस्ट नहीं है. And I would ask, you have not studied anything related to commerce till 10th. How did you make a framework in your mind that you don't like commerce? To cut this kind of a discomfort off, what national education policy says is, from 9th onwards, every child, every 6 months can experience an interdisciplinary subject. And those interdisciplinary subjects could be commerce, sustainability, climate change, Indian knowledge system, health, media and information, and so on. Because these subjects could become one of the choice subjects in grade 11 and 12. So, what should be the basis of stream selection after 10th? Marks. But our social system says so. Our social system is very amazing. गलती से अगर अच्छे नंबर आ जाए 10th में, है ना, मतलब गलती से ही आते ना, पढ़ लिख के तो नहीं लेके आते बच्चे. तो एक दिन पहले जब बच्चे को मालूम नहीं फाइनल मार्क्स क्या आने वाले हैं, and they are expecting low score, so mom dad fight with each other. देख तेरा बेटा, देख तेरी बेटी. And next day when you get good marks, देख मेरा बेटा, देख मेरी बेटी. You see that? So your status at home changes within one day with the one sheet of paper. Yes, no? And another thing, socially, these kids, who take science, they walk with collars up. Science. And they look towards commerce guys at that chindi. Now, commerce kids also have to save their honor, isn't it? So they look towards humanities guys like below poverty line. Now when result comes, when grade 12 result comes, this pyramid becomes reverse. So the humanities kid would ask science kid, you were talking about something like JEE, NEET. What happened? So then these kids come with all the, I never wanted to become an engineer. I never wanted to become a doctor. No subject is good or bad. Marks has no connection with your intelligence. Marks could be an indicator, but it does not represent your intelligence. And marks has no role to play when it comes to your subject selection in 11th, 12th. So should I look at my peer group? My friends are all taking commerce. यहाँ तो गुजरात में I love, it's been so many years, I go to so many schools. So science A group class, I am addressing 150 odd of them. I asked them, what do you want to become? So one kid raises his hand, says, I want to become a mechanical engineer. And suddenly 60% of the batch wants to become a mechanical engineer. I don't understand why. Because एक ने रिसर्च कर लिया, छोड़ो कौन दिमाग लगाएगा, अपने भी मैकेनिकल इंजीनियर बन जाते हैं. The most useless people, this is something which I am telling the kids, you can trust for your career are those useless candidates who sit next to you in your class. They are known as friends. They are most useless people. They themselves know nothing, but always talk big. I want to become a paleontologist. You're looking at the face. What? By this time, I hope you understand, your orientation matches with your best friend is not necessary. Your aptitude matches with your best friend is not necessary. And I have not taken you too much deep into personality and interest till now. So your stream matches with your best friend is not necessary. And if you take science, he takes commerce, or you take commerce, she takes humanities, does not mean you will finish your friendship. Don't worry. Career or stream choice is something which you are going to live long with. He or she you may not live too long with. Parental influence. This is also very interesting. I always give a little my example here. So my parents are both doctors. My father is a surgeon, my mother is a gynecologist. Both gold medalists from their respective colleges. You understand? I don't think I need to tell you. In India, born to a doctor couple, I'm sure there could be a few doctors sitting here. Anybody a doctor sitting here? Oh yes, one. Unfortunately, if you're born to a doctor couple in India, your career is set day one. Yes, no? So at least they were courteous. They asked me in 10th, what do you want to do? I said, I'll become a driver, but I will not become a doctor. They say, fine. You don't want to become a doctor, then become an engineer. I got on to becoming an engineer. Did 4 years of BTech, I don't know why. When I was in final year, I asked one of my professors, what next? He says, you should do MTech. So I gave GATE, got into MTech structures, which is supposed to be the toughest MTech. I don't know why. When I was in final year of MTech structures, another professor who was teaching me for last 6 years came to me and said, Mohit, technology is not the right education for you. I said, sir, thank you. Badi jaldi bata diya. What next? He says, you should do management. I gave CAT. I had calls from all 6 IIMs. I could not convert any of the IIM calls on interview. Finally, I landed up doing my master's in business from a university in Ahmedabad known as Nirma University Institute of Management. And post that, I came into teaching because I wanted to do a corporate job. I was picked up by Coca-Cola Beverages to head their marketing division for the state of Gujarat, which I never joined. Because of that, Nirma is still blacklisted with Coca-Cola. I came into teaching. I got assignment. First of my assignment to teach was IIM Ahmedabad. I still continue teaching at various places. But mindset which I see of both parents and children is, I would not call it wrong or right. I'm simply sharing the mindset. Many parents think, मैंने इतना मेहनत करके अपना सिस्टम यहां तक लेके आया हूं, अगर बच्चा भी उसी एरिया में आ जाए तो उसके लिए आसानी होगी और मुझे सपोर्ट मिल जाएगा. Nothing wrong in the thought. And many children think, इतनी मेहनत इसने की है बाप ने, अपने भी उसी एरिया में चले जाते हैं, जाके कुर्सी पे ही बैठना है, तो मेहनत कम करनी पड़ेगी. Nothing wrong in that thought process also. But understand, if your 4 quarters do not match that domain, you will become much more frustrated much earlier than in any other domain. I see in Ahmedabad 4th generation doctors, 4th generation architects, 4th generation lawyers. graduating from A grade institutions, coming and telling their parents, I don't want to carry on with this profession. Please be careful. If the child shows a very strong connection with your profession, great, brilliant. If not, please don't push. Societal influence. मार्केट में क्या चल रहा है? मैं बोलता हूं फॉग. कोई भी करियर चलता या नहीं चलता नहीं होता. The career which fits our child's four quarters becomes the most suitable career for the child, and the career which is a misfit in the four quarters of the child becomes a frustrating and depressing career for the child. The basis of subject selection at grade 11 should be subject comfort at 10th grade level. That means fundamental aptitude. Or largely, if you want to have a holistic view, then it should be four quarters. All four areas should match. But since I'm giving a self-assessment tool to you guys today, I would say at least look at this. Don't push. I'll tell you a recent case. This kid came to me, probably is going to not clear accounts in grade 12. And after counseling, the father is asking me a question. My friend's son is doing data analytics in the US. Can I send him to data analytics? Are you understanding something? 10th, this boy passed maths with 35 marks. Took commerce in 11th, 12th. 12th, failed in accounts. And father wants to send him to data analytics. Please be careful. These are all indicators. कोई भी subject profile अंदर से निकल के घर के अंदर Alexa पे बोलेगा नहीं. Your child is not fit for this area. Don't send. These are indicators which we must see, observe as parents. Quickly, we have following subject combinations available in our current education system. So these are the older 6 combinations. We all of us know about it. PCM, PCB, PCMB, commerce with maths or humanities. The newer combinations, I have made 16 combinations. So this will include older ones that I have mentioned. This is old PCB, old commerce with maths, old humanities, language plus interdisciplinary, new stream. Now this may not be relevant for 10th kids, but this becomes extremely relevant for 9th kids because next year, this application might start coming. These are all lot of new streams you will see. New stream, new stream, new stream, new stream, new stream, new stream. This is old humanities where we talk about social sciences, languages, and interdisciplinary. I'll give you a couple of examples. I recommend a few kids that you should take humanities with maths. Parents' brains are not able to accept that. What nonsense. How can you talk about humanities and maths? That's an excellent combination. Tomorrow you talk about maybe BSc in economics. You talk about BSc in psychology, BSc in anthropology. These are amazing. That requires this combination. Ideally. Although eligibility wise, some other streams can also go. But ideally, this would be the best combination. So, straight away jumping to PCM, who is the right candidate for physics, chemistry, maths? Carefully see. If your orientation is very high on academic, you're excellent at sciences, especially physics and chemistry, along with mathematics. And here, when I say excellent, my benchmark is not marks. My benchmark is your comfort with the subject and your confidence. It has to be 95% plus. You cannot come back to me and say, I am 40% in sciences. Can I take science A group? In Gujarati, they say, "Phati jaise." You should be curious in knowing how machines work. you should have ability to spend long hours with books and or computers. If there is a tick in all four, you are right candidate for science A group. If one is missing, work on it. Two are missing, extremely be conscious. Three are missing, don't take. Right? Who is the right kind of a PCB? If you're a beautiful mixture of both academic and practical orientation, 10th level, all three sciences, physics, chemistry and biology, amazing. Excellent memorization power. बहुत बच्चे बी ग्रुप में इसके कारण मरते हैं. They are very logical, bad at memorizing. And I tell B group children, आपका brain 4-5 टेराबाइट का होना चाहिए. And ability to spend long hours books and computers. ये चारों में आपके केस में टिक है. Go and take B group. And rest follows what I told you. Commerce. बहुत सारे बच्चों को पूछता हूं कॉमर्स क्यों लिया? एंड ऑनेस्ट आंसर विच आई गेट इज, यू नो व्हाट सर, साइंस लेना नहीं था, बहुत टफ था, और सर आर्ट्स लेने में तो इज्जत चली जाती. तो मैं पूछता हूं बेटा 10th में मैथ्स में कितने मार्क्स हैं? सर 35. मैं बोलता हूं बेटा इज्जत अभी भी नहीं बचेगी. If I'm struggling with math, you've seen that movie सारे जमी पर. सॉरी तारे जमी पर. आप सारे जमी पर बैठे थे, मेरे दिमाग में है तारे जमी पर. You seen that movie? You see that boy Ishan sitting in a corner in a window open. There is a puddle full of water. Tires of the vehicles are moving out of that puddle. Tuchuk, tuchuk, tuchuk. He's sitting there enjoying life. And suddenly teachers ask something. Yes. So he looks at the teacher and says, "Madam, ये तो नाच रहे हैं." And teacher shouts back and says, "Speak in English." Says, "Madam, they are dancing." If your relationship with the numbers is bad at 10th grade level, and you want to go up and take up commercial studies, you're not doing good to yourself. And those children who feel that commerce is an easy option, they must understand pure areas of commerce. So commerce can be used two ways. Rather, 11th, 12th is used two ways. One, to get into the pure area of that particular stream. Second, as a stepping stone for something else. If you are taking commerce as a stepping stone for something else, great, no problem. But if you want to get into that pure stream, you must understand and realize commerce needs you to be high on academic orientation. Your 10th grade level, your mathematics, economics has to be very good. Your interest needs to be in business transactions, investment banking, portfolio management, and things like that. And you should have liking for numbers and data analysis. You say numbers nachte hain, and you want to take panga with commerce. You're heading towards a wrong direction. And there's a beautiful saying. He says, if you catch a wrong train, it's better you drop early. Otherwise, return journey will be equally expensive also. Isn't it? Who is right fit for HGPP? This is one of my favorite ones. A lot of people, children, deject this. If you're a beautiful mixture of academic people and practical orientation, if you have good at subjects like English and social sciences, you are good in theory, reading, retaining, and you have very good observation power. You are comfortable observing people, policies, social issues, behavior of others, and so on. HGPP, humanities, arts. A lot of children, I'll showcase you, feel arts में options नहीं है. I'll break that myth also. Higher education verticals available after maths and sciences. 13 higher education verticals. Starting with medicine, surgery, paramedical sciences, planning, pure sciences, rehabilitation sciences, veterinary sciences, agricultural sciences, architecture, computer applications, defense forces, economics, fishery sciences, engineering and technology. 14 options after commerce. law, liberal studies, mass communication, planning, sports physical education, travel tourism, vocational studies, hotel management, economics, design fine arts, defense forces, computer applications, commerce and finance, business management. 15 options after humanities. So if you think humanities has lesser options. And these are those 12 options which are open to all. I talked about stepping stone. Yes, 11th, 12th. ये सबके लिए खुला है. कोई भी combination of subjects आपने लिया है does not matter. So you can get into business management, computer applications. Yes, I reiterate. बहुत सारे बच्चे साइंसेस इसलिए लेते हैं क्योंकि आगे उनको कंप्यूटर्स की लाइन में जाना है, लेकिन कंप्यूटर्स की लाइन में जाने के लिए कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता आपने साइंस किया है, कॉमर्स किया है या आर्ट्स किया है. Today, if you want to do artificial intelligence, machine learning, even humanities, commerce kids are equally eligible to do artificial intelligence, machine learning. You don't need to take science. You can get into defense forces. बहुत सारे बच्चों के माइंड में है आर्मी, एयरफोर्स, नेवी में जाना है, साइंस जरूरी है. No. Science, commerce, arts, anybody can get. And now, previously, only boys were allowed till 12th to get into defense forces through NDA. Now even girls are equally allowed. Design, fine arts, economics, hotel management, law, liberal studies, mass communication, performing arts, sports physical education, vocational studies. Now, we are already 50? 55. So we've already spent 55 minutes. So we are already stretching. So now I have two options. One, I'll open the house for questions, right? That is possible. Otherwise, these 22 verticals, because a lot of verticals are mixture, I can take you through what kind of degree programs are there in different verticals. So what do you want? You want to further get into it deeper? So I will a little rush through because we are already delayed, because question answer is something which I want to don't miss. A lot of parents come with the thought process of clearing some queries. So straight away coming to agricultural sciences, two types of options. You have BSc programs like agriculture, horticulture, forestry, home science, community science, food nutrition and dietetics. And you have BTech options like agriculture engineering, food technology, biotechnology, dairy technology and microbiology. You have architecture and planning, BArch, 5-year degree program, 4 years BTech in planning or a B-plan program. Engineering technology, I don't need to tell you, BTech or BTech plus MTech. Also, even IITs offer BS, Bachelor of Science, BS plus MS, or combinations of BTech plus MBA. Medicine and surgery, MBBS, all of you know, BDS, all of you know. You can also go for 5 other areas of Ayush, that is Ayurvedic medicine, Unani medicine, Siddha medicine, naturopathic and yogic medicine, and homeopathic medicine. Paramedical sciences, all of us have thought about just nursing, physiotherapy, pharmacy. Chapter closes there. To tell you, there are 24 different options in paramedical sciences, starting with cardiovascular technology, critical care technology, neuroscience technology, X-ray technology, CT scan technology, first aid technology, operation theater technology, and so on. 24 different options. Pure sciences, it is not just about physics, chemistry, mathematics, biology, botany, zoology. It is about a lot of allied courses that could be forensic sciences, filmmaking, and so on. Rehabilitation sciences, you have audiology, speech language pathology, prosthetics and orthotics, you have optometry, physiotherapy, these all fall under rehabilitation sciences. Even clinical psychology falls under rehabilitation sciences. Veterinary sciences, you talk about fisheries or any kind of animals, that is all under veterinary sciences. Under commerce and finance, you have BCom. Now here, so with the new education policy coming into implementation, there are 3 kinds in which degrees have been now bifurcated. So you have a plain degree, which could be a BA, BBA, BCom, BSc. You could be having an honors degree, which is a BA honors, BCom honors, BBA honors, BSc honors. And you could have a BBA, BA, BSc or BCom honors plus research. Honors plus research degree, compulsorily you have to go for a 1-year research thesis. That by default is a 4-year degree. Honors degree, depending upon the number of credits, could be a 3-year or a 4-year degree. Regular degree is a 3-year degree. Slowly, steadily, new education policy is waiving off the regular degree. You will be allowed to do honors or honors plus research. Plus, there is something known as a stacked degree program. Most probably from next year, even IITs will implement that. What is stacked degree program? You get into a college or a degree, and after 1 year you want to leave it, your credits will not go waste. You will be given a certificate, 1 year credits. You can go to some other course, other college, other university, straight away join in second year. So your first year is utilized. You don't want to can continue your degree after 2 years, you will get a diploma with credit transfer. Go to another university, start from third year. You want to continue 3 years in any 4-year degree program, you will get a regular degree. So IITs will start giving after 3 years a BSc degree if you want to leave. And all engineerings are going to start doing that. And you wish to continue for 4 years, you get an honors or a research degree. If you want to extend your degree for 5th year, you will also get a master's degree. So this is known as stacked degree program, which is going to get implemented in most of the universities from now on. So in commerce plus, traditionally we only heard about BCom, or I gave you 3 variations: BCom, BCom honors with research. There is further specialization also now in this. So it is not generic BCom, it could be BCom banking and finance, investment banking, actuarial sciences, international finance, and so on. There are 50 specializations available in just BCom. Plus, you all have heard about these certifications: CA, CS, ICWA, CFA, CFP, CMP, and so on and so forth. Humanities and arts, there are 114 different specializations which are available in humanities and arts, starting from anthropology to archaeology to all areas of social sciences plus allied sciences. Business management, there are 37 different specializations available in business management now. So it's not just not regular BBA or a BBA plus MBA, it is BBA in event management, marketing management, aviation management, port management, infrastructure management, facility management, and so on. These are all different specializations. Computer applications, 63 different specializations. So it is AI, ML is not the only thing. Networking, cloud computing, forensics, lot of different kind of, DevOps, IoT, and whatnot. Design, again, 60 specialization. It's just not interior design, furniture design, it is ceramic design, glass design, exhibition design, interdisciplinary design, automobile design, whatnot. Economics, majorly 2 degrees, a BA or a BSc. BSc is more econometrics, BA is more theoretical economics. Hotel management, you could go for food and beverage production, food and beverages service, housekeeping, room management, banquet management, infrastructure management, those kind of specializations. Law, primarily you have a BA LLB, BB LLB, BCom LLB, BSc LLB, or BSW LLB. Although BTech LLB is also available, but there are no universities or institutions in India which are offering that course. Then we have liberal studies. This is a newer concept in India, where when you get into the college, your degree is not fixed. So you get into a degree known as BX. X depends upon what majors you take in third year. So in first 2 years, they will teach you 30 different subjects spread across basic sciences and mathematics, commercial studies, management studies, arts, humanities, social sciences, foreign languages, and performing arts. Then in third year, you will pick up a major and a minor. If your major is humanities related, you get BA honors. Management related, you get BBA honors. Commerce related, you get BCom honors. And science related, you get a BSc honors. Mass communication related to journalism, filmmaking, digital journalism, and so on. Performing arts, singing, dancing, acting. Within that also there are further separations. You want an Indian classical singing or, modern classic, modern singing. Then physical education and sports, where you can get a BA, BBA, BCom, BSc, or you can go for a BPES, Bachelor of Physical Education and Sports, which is a 4-year degree program available after grade 12. And last, my favorite one, you want to serve your country, you can join Indian Army, Air Force, Navy. You get a degree which could be a BA or a BSc or a BE, and walk into the uniform to serve the country. Finally, since I'm talking to 9th, 10th children, if you are not very strong with mainframe education, you are more comfortable in skill-based education, then you could go for a diploma education after 10th. These are all the verticals in which you can get a diploma program after 10th. That is agriculture, computer, design, engineering, event, foreign language, healthcare, hospitality, legal studies, paramedical, performing arts, rehabilitation, social sciences, travel tourism, vocational. My last piece of advice to all of you, please do not blindly follow friends or Finally, if you want to connect with me on social media, this is my Instagram. You can scan it, connect with me on Instagram. If you are, I'm unable to answer any of your queries, you can feel free, punch across your query to me online. I'll try my level best to answer your query. So I'll open the house for questions. Okay. Also I'll give you another QR. This is a pre-launch. So last year, CBSE had published 23 career handbooks of mine on their official website. So this year, CBSE asked me to give those books. So I told them, no, I will not give. So this time we are launching it on our own. These books will be available on 19th of March. So you can scan this, go to my website, pre-book your copy. So in this, you will have all 21 verticals, which I gave you. So starting with agriculture to architecture, arts, humanities, social sciences, commerce, computer applications, and so on and so forth. So you can go and purchase the book. You can connect with my office at this number, and I'll open the house for questions. Any queries, questions, please?
Hello. Good morning, sir. I just wanted to ask about AI taking over the careers. So, which one, I mean, according to you, will be?
So AI will not replace a career. AI will replace that particular individual who has not adapted and adopted AI, irrespective of the career. The way digital technology has become part and parcel of every profession, AI is going to become part and parcel of every profession. It will replace that person who will not adapt to AI. So जितने parents यहाँ हैं, आपके बच्चों को डरने की जरूरत नहीं है, आपको डरने की जरूरत है, because AI will replace us if we don't adapt to it. हमारे बच्चों को तो by default उसके साथ adapt होना ही पड़ेगा. That is the reason right from grade 3, AI is being introduced in the schools now.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
My pleasure. Sir, please go ahead.
There's some new program, IPCP program for 11th and 12th grade students. Just highlight it on.
So the question of the parent is, there's a new program known as IBCP program, which is the international board, which is more skill-based program. So there is nothing new about it, first of all. If you look at ICSE board, they already have this program in India. But the point is, marketing works more than availability, because these international schools have started marketing it basically to give you a long story cut short. जिन बच्चों को मैं बोलता हूं भाई मेन स्ट्रीम एजुकेशन के बच्चे नहीं हो, डिप्लोमा कर लो, उस तरह के बच्चों के लिए है जो बच्चे एकेडमिक्स में बहुत कंफर्टेबल या शार्प नहीं है, एंड दे वांट समथिंग व्हिच इज लेस academically heavy, more practical oriented. For that kind of children, IBCP or the program of ICSE is, I think, I'm forgetting the acronym of that. You can look at the ICSE board website. So those are basically for children who are low at academia, more at practical application. That kind of a child is right fit for that. Just give me a moment. Yes, please go ahead.
Good morning, sir.
Morning.
My daughter wants to be develop her career in sports.
I could not understand the word, sir.
My daughter wants to be develop her career into sports. Sports में वो जाना चाहती है.
Sports में, okay.
She is into 9th. Now we don't have any clear idea. Okay, what should we do for her?
कौन सा स्पोर्ट परस्यू कर रही हैं वो?
Cricket.
क्रिकेट. सो मैंने एक स्पोर्ट्स और फिजिकल एजुकेशन पे बुक लिखा है. एक मैं आपको कहूंगा कि वो बुक डाउनलोड करिए. उसके अंदर स्पोर्ट्स के रिलेटेड जितने भी कॉलेजेस, यूनिवर्सिटीज, कोर्सेज, प्रोग्राम्स हैं, उनका सबका डिटेल है. प्लस आने वाले 50 साल स्पोर्ट्स के लिए बहुत ग्रीन फील्ड है कंट्री लाइक इंडिया, because government is spending crazy amount of money to develop facilities. Education के लिए universities खुल रही हैं, and sports is one career which cannot be replaced by AI. Right? So please feel confident और उसको बहुत strongly encourage करिए. जो एक वर्स्ट केस सिनेरियो पेरेंट्स के माइंड में होता है कि अगर स्पोर्ट्स पर्सन बच्चा नहीं बन पाया तो क्या, घबराइए मत. स्पोर्ट्स मैनेजमेंट करने के बाद फैसिलिटी मैनेजर, न्यूट्रिशन मैनेजर, टीम मैनेजर, लॉजिस्टिक्स मैनेजर, हॉस्पिटैलिटी मैनेजर, ढेरों सारी ऑप्शंस उसके पास हैं जहां वो स्पोर्ट्स के कनेक्टेड फील्ड के साथ जुड़ा रहेगा, इवन अगर उसका इंडिविजुअल स्किल बहुत स्ट्रांगली स्पोर्ट्स पर्सन की तरह उभर के बाहर नहीं आता. आई होप आई हैव आंसर्ड योर क्वेश्चन. या
Hello.
Yes, please go ahead.
Currently, we are heard about the supply chain and logistics. So, what is the career in supply chain and logistics?
सर दुबई के चक्कर में सब बंद पड़ा. ये करियर्स ऑलरेडी एग्जिस्टिंग हैं, एग्जिस्टिंग रहेंगे. बच्चे का इंक्लिनेशन किस तरफ है? कभी भी करियर को पकड़ के उसमें बच्चा फिट नहीं किया जाता. बच्चे के 4 क्वार्टर्स को देख के उसको सही करियर ढूंढ के दिया जाता है. सो आपके पास ढेरों सारे लोग आएंगे. मैं सोशल मीडिया पे देखता हूं एवरी सेकंड क्या, आई थिंक 95 आउट ऑफ 100 काउंसलर्स आर ओनली टॉकिंग अबाउट वन थिंग. फ्यूचरिस्टिक एरियाज आर data analytics, artificial intelligence, machine learning, what not. Please don't go by what people say. It's a great career, लेकिन उसका बच्चे का इंक्लिनेशन उसके अंदर होना चाहिए. Logistics and supply chain falls under the category of management. So it is a specialized area of business management. अगर बच्चे का इंक्लिनेशन उस तरफ है तो उसको उस एरिया में जाना चाहिए. अदरवाइज 4 क्वार्टर्स के हिसाब से प्लान करिए क्या करना चाहिए बच्चे.
Thank you,
Please,
sir,
sir.
for the very interesting session today. I'm very keen to know about the prospects of environmental science in India, and then what are the career choices in, or what group should be opted if there is an interest in the environmental science?
Okay, so I think this is a brilliant question. Let me answer this question on 2 fronts. First thing is, you've asked me what are the career choices available after environmental sciences. I am taking a generic answer. There is a report, you all can go and Google it, by PricewaterhouseCoopers, stating careers of 2030. उसके अंदर उसने बहुत क्लियरली किया है मेंशन कि 86% of the careers of today will cease to exist by 2030. और वो 86% careers जिन careers से replace होंगे, those careers are still not born. तो अगर आप मेरे को पूछेंगे कि सर इस डोमेन में 2030 में जब तक हमारा बच्चा मार्केट में आएगा क्या करियर ऑप्शंस होंगे, आई विल से सर आई एम सॉरी, योर क्वेश्चन इज टू प्रीमेच्योर. You ask this question to me in January 2030, I'll answer you. The other part, environment. Again, coming to the way I answered, it's a great field. Environment is one of the next big concerns, not just in India, but worldwide. So you are talking about sustainable development, you are talking about pollution control, you are talking about sustainability overall. So environment has a lot of scope. Point is, do you not have scope in design? Do you not have scope in sports? Do you not have scope in medicine? Scope is there in everything. मेरे बच्चे के साथ जो मैचिंग एरिया है उसके अंदर उसको आगे जाने दीजिए. स्कोप विल नॉट बी अ प्रॉब्लम. एंड एज अ पेरेंट मैं सब पेरेंट्स को कहना चाहता हूं, टुडे इफ यू थिंक द काइंड ऑफ ट्रेडिशनल प्रोग्राम्स जिसके थ्रू हम सब लोग गए हैं 2030 में एग्जिस्ट करेंगे, प्लीज दिमाग से वो चीज क्लियर कर दीजिए. तो आपको कोई कहे सीए स्टेबल करियर है, नो. मेडिकल साइंसेस स्टेबल करियर है, नो. लॉ स्टेबल करियर है, आर्किटेक्चर स्टेबल करियर है, प्लीज डोंट लिसन टू देम. एनालॉजी इसका एक छोटा सा देता हूं. 2020 कोविड हम सब ने देखा है. हमने किसी ने नहीं सोचा था कि हमारे घर में रोज 5-5 पैकेट ब्लिंकिट से आएंगे या अमेजॉन से आएंगे या माई ऑल गेस्ट लेडीज हेयर विल बी हैप्पी, मिंत्रा से आएंगे. We none of us had thought things have changed that fast. Careers are going to change at the same pace by 2030. I hope I've answered your question.
What is the scope for designing?
A grade किस तरह की डिजाइन में जाना चाहते हैं आप?
वही नहीं पता.
वही नहीं पता. बुक उठाओ, उसमें मैंने सब तरह के डिजाइन, फैशन डिजाइन, एक्सेसरी डिजाइन, सिरेमिक डिजाइन, ग्लास डिजाइन, इंटरडिसिप्लिनरी डिजाइन, बहुत सारे डिजाइन के कोर्सेज हैं बिटिया. उसमें आप देखिए उस कोर्स में क्या होता है, कोर्स सब्जेक्ट्स क्या पढ़ाए जाते हैं, उसके बाद अपना इंटरेस्ट आइडेंटिफाई करिए. 12th के बाद उसके बेसिस पे डिजाइन प्रोग्राम में चाहिए. इट हैज ग्रेट ऑप्शन, ग्रेट opportunities, don't worry. Yes, go ahead. Go ahead.
So I had two questions. The first one is that if I want to take a career or if I want to study in a UK university, then is ICSE like good for 11th and 12th?
So to answer this, the question is, if I want to study in a UK university, is ICSE a good board for it? Board does not matter for Indian or international study. Whether you do your 12th with IBDP, Cambridge, ICSE, which is in 11th, 12th known as ISC, CBSE or state board does not matter.
And like what kind of requirements are needed like specifically to get into a UK university?
That depends upon what university you want to go, what course you want to take. Because if you want to take generic courses, then you only require to clear generally IELTS or TOEFL. But if you want to get into some technical courses, you might require to give SAT or ACTs. So that will depend purely on what you want to do.
And I just had one small question. What is the concept of a foundation year in university?
So foundation year, the way I explained you, liberal studies, because most of the foreign educations are all liberal in nature. So for them, 1 year which they give you to explore things is the foundation year, which now in India is being introduced in liberal studies colleges generally, where you can change your course even after 1 year if you wish to. That is foundation year. There's nothing special about it. Right? ध्यान रखना, अमेरिका से बच के रहना.
Very good morning.
Ma'am.
I have a very traditional question, traditional versus modern. I belong to the traditional school of thought, where I believe a degree is something which cannot be replaced by diploma. What I'm increasingly observing is a lot of students or parents opt for a basic education 12th कॉमर्स किया फिर डिप्लोमा करो, right? And what I want to know is further going, as in, you know, when you go ahead, does really it make a difference whether you have a degree or a diploma, or is it your basic skill level that you do in a particular uh, field that you choose to work in? That is ultimately, because things are changing so rapidly, I fail to analyze what works and does not work.
Okay, I think this is a very common question which I encounter from parents. The second one is true. Degrees have lost its value. So if you see on my social media also, there are a lot of posts which I have put. I was sitting with the HR head of Adobe in Bangalore a couple of weeks back. He said, Mohit, we are today not bothered whether a candidate comes to me with a BE or a BTech from an IIT, NIT, IIIT, GFTI or a state engineering college, or a BSc or a BCA program from a local college. We take their degree and throw it in the dustbin. It's not more than that. What we are interested in is whether you know the skill which I want. For that, most of the organizations have developed, with the help of technology, live projects. They will give you a project. You deliver your return on the project. The project head will see. If he likes your work, he will hire you. Otherwise, he will say thank you to you. So another reason of why degrees are becoming dead is because many of these universities which have mushroomed in last 15 years have done nothing, given nothing to the students except charging fees from their parents. So when a parent or a student sees, and this new age generation is very sensitive to money, they see that my parents have poured in 25 lakh rupees for 4 years, and what the university has given me is nothing. They have started realizing that pouring in 25 lakhs is not right. Rather, I should spend 3-4 lakh rupees in developing my skill by exploring my interest. Remaining 20 lakhs is better I take from my dad and I say I want to do a startup. Let me invest it as a seed capital in it. That is much more beneficial. So send your children, as a traditional thought, if your child gets into a A+ grade college, makes sense to go for a degree. If he or she is not getting a A grade college, please opt for a next door college so that your ego as a parent is taken care. Next to that, give your child that he must do at least 4 long form certifications every year, at least 4 internships short form every year, 2 long form internships every year, and tell the child not to engage in social media and screen watching for more than 60 minutes in a day. That is going to take care of it.
So taking it further, a real life scenario as of now, the college from which you come from, right? So A grade, B grade universities, your pay packs are higher than compared to your diplomas, or, you know, when you come from that local college.
It will stop impacting.
Exactly.
Today
That
it
would
is.
be-
Today it is. No more it will be there. So I'll tell you, today I know people who are freshly graduating from IIMs, not getting placed. And I see kids walking out from general colleges who have invested and started a startup in college and have got its valuation and have been promoted as CEOs from a regular MBA. To give you again data analytics, world's best business school is Harvard Business School. 2025 batch, 31% children are lying unplaced. What are we talking? What UK are we talking? I teach at Cambridge. 100% of my batch in master's division is all Desis. None of the Goras is sitting in the class. I asked the dean, who happens to be a Mallu. I said, why no Gora, all Desis? He says, because Goras have realized masters has zero value. Education is becoming a zero value proposition if it is not by choice what you want to do. And most of the children who tend to pick up degrees today is by chance. Kyunki kuch karna hai, degree le liya. So children come to me and say, I want to do BA English Literature from UK. I ask them, what's bad in Xavier's Ahmedabad? To be very honest, I'm spending 2 crore there. I'm spending 2 lakhs here. Baki 1 crore 98 lakhs, ask your dad to put in your account and do a startup. So there has to be a logic. If you are getting MIT, robotics, I will say green signal, go. If you want to study in University of Cardiff, useless university, University of Glasgow, useless university, and the local consultants will sell it to you, world rank 10. Who wrote world rank 10? Me sitting in my cabin. How does it matter? You know, ranking is another stupid thing which is making fool out of parents left, right, and center. I know universities which pay lakhs of rupees to get rank 1 in the THE or in the world university, QS World University rankings. And with that, they get students. That is their investment. Don't fall for such things. So skill is going to be more important, and more than just skill, it is going to be a mindset of continuous learning. That is what we need to give the kids today. That is why I said 4 mainframe certifications per year, 2 internships per year must be done by these kids in graduation. Our kids are too, young at present. 11, 12th, let them enjoy life. Yes.
Hello. I'm more of a people's person, but I have my interest and some of my aptitudes in medical. So, like, should I be opting for that?
All 4, yes, yes.
Not all. I have 3 of them.
I can only answer your query after due assessment, not on face of it. I need to deeply understand your orientation, aptitude, personality, interest. You connect with my office, our psychologists will sit, and then I can counsel you. Otherwise, I can't.
If I really opt for medical, should I continue with ICSE board or should I go for
Again, what kind of a learner you are, what kind of pedagogical absorption you have, I can only answer your queries based on that. Only after assessment I can tell you, my child. Sorry. Yeah. I'll take some other questions. Wait.
What options do kids have after not doing engineering but taking PCM?
Lot of options I showed you. They can do agriculture, pure sciences, architecture, planning. There are few courses even in paramedical which they can do.
And what is the concept of dummy school now?
I think you touched a very right nerve. Okay. So to give you some data statistics, the dropout ratio of dummy schools is 86%. And I'm not much bothered with that because parents have money. All these national level corporate classes are ready to take money. Parents are ready to give money. That equation is balanced. I'm not worried with that. What I'm more worried is, out of these 86% dropout students, more than 50% of them are visiting psychiatrists. That means putting them into that pressure environment and putting them into a depression phase is becoming so rampant, which is beyond imagination. And that is the reason children where dummy school concept started 10 years back, places have started reverting to regular schools. And it started from A grade cities. People have stopped doing dummy schools in A grade, moved to B level cities. Now it is even gone in B grade. Now people are, these dummy schools concept has moved to C grade cities. So Ahmedabad, these corporate classes used to be catering to, through dummy schools, more than 20,000 students. That has reduced to barely 4,000. That tells you, I very strongly say, my child is most important to me. My child's happiness is most important to me. Holistic development is most important to me. I do not want my child to develop a bookworm only, or just a depressed lot of negative environment. Keeping this thing in mind, let the child go for a regular school. If you want external hand-holding, you can go for some classes outside. Otherwise, I tell these children, any kind of education only takes place with hunger of knowledge. And to cater to your hunger of knowledge, entire YouTube is full. Online media is there, wherefrom you can gain knowledge. So I very strongly say dummy schools is not the right concept. I can only tell you after assessment of the child. I can't say, because no board is good or bad. It depends upon how the learning environment of the child matches with the board. That I can only do after assessment. Can't do just on face of it. Yeah. What is the time, Devya? 11?
27.
3 more minutes. So I'll take a couple of more questions. Yes, go ahead.
What is the IP math program?
You are in grade,
Now coming in 10th.
now coming in 10th. Chill for 1 year. Come to me in the end of 10th. Yes, sir.
By considering all the past economic growth and all those things, do you think like the 4 years of this degree program is same to 2 years or something?
I am
Because that's-
so amazed with the parent having run this concept in mind. Sir, very recently I have posted on social media, degrees are dying. Nobody wants to go for a 4-year degree program. So you are very right. Masters has already shrunk to 1 year. And why stacked degree program has started? Because of exactly this. Because my child does not want to go for a 4-year long commitment. I'm fine learning 1 year and I see this is worth it. I will continue, not worth it, chuck it off. Let me do some short-term certification programs. Let me do a couple of internships and get back to job. You're very right. Degrees will not shrink. They will not shrink the time frame, but exit options they will give you.
Because I talked to the Coursera people and they are thinking like the analytics say like, it will going to be same.
That's very right. Their analytics is absolutely right. Yes.
Sir, I am deeply interested in business or doing businesses.
What kind of business?
Sir, that I am confused to.
So that means you are not interested, you are fascinated. Let's be very clear. You're fascinated. Fascination does not come into action unless and until the core is identified. So first thing which you need to do is identify your interest area. Business तो किसी भी चीज में हो सकता है ना दोस्त. पान का गल्ला चलाना भी बिजनेस है, आइसक्रीम की लारी चलाना भी बिजनेस है, फैक्ट्री रन करना भी बिजनेस है, ट्रेडिंग करना भी बिजनेस है. सो बिजनेस कीप असाइड. पहले अपना इंटरेस्ट आइडेंटिफाई करो, किस चीज में बिजनेस करोगे. बिकॉज दिस इज you watch a lot of Shark Tank. तेरी तकलीफ वो है. अपना आइडिया नहीं चलाना है, लोगों के आइडिया को अप्रिशिएट करना है, ताली बजाना है. वो मत कर. शार्क टैंक एक तो देखना बंद कर दे, उसको टीवी को बाहर फेंक दे. शार्क टैंक देखना बंद कर दे. दूसरा, अपना दिमाग, जो तेरे को वहां से लेना था तूने ले लिया. बहुत सारे आइडियाज से तेरे कुछ नहीं मिलने वाला, बिकॉज वो आइडिया उसका था, उसने इंप्लीमेंट किया. नाउ यू शुड स्टार्ट पुटिंग योर हेड ऑन टू एक्सपेरिमेंटिंग थिंग्स एंड फिगरिंग आउट एन आइडिया विच यू विल रिप्रेजेंट. अदरवाइज पूरी लाइफ सिर्फ ताली बजाएगा, लोगों को देख के खुद का नहीं कर पाएगा. एंड दिस इज अ वेरी strong message which I want to put across to parents. Those children who are seeing a lot of Shark Tank, stop them. It's like entertainment. मजा आता है जब किसी को करोड़, 2 करोड़, 5 करोड़, 10 करोड़, 100 करोड़, 200 करोड़ का डील मिलता है, लेकिन वो बच्चा ताली बजाता रहेगा, खुद कुछ नहीं करेगा. Chuck off from there. Yeah. Last question. Yes, ma'am.
Sir, hello. So design careers like interior design or architect will be replaced by AI in future?
Again, design is, because a fresh idea can never be replaced by AI or anything. But designers who will not take assistance from AI will get replaced by those designers who take assistance from AI. That is why I am saying new age is nothing to worry. Our age is to worry, because we will be replaced if we do not adapt and adopt to AI. तभी करके Gen Z से सभी परेशान हैं. They are not wrong, they are not bad, but they are little too fast in comparison to us. Right? With this, I will have to bring the session to the end. So I will hand over it back to the host. Thank you so much, sir.
Yes. To the audience, before you all leave, I am sure sir deserves a round of applause, and thank you very much for the wonderful interaction that you have had and the thoughts that you have shared. I'm sure the audience is carrying something which they will take care of their children in a better fashion. Thank you very much, Roy.
May stage space. And kadung kinari.